Today I'm making smoked salmon and spinach roulade. It's a beautiful dish that you can serve as an entree or for a light lunch or dinner. And it's much easier to make than it looks. It's surprisingly low in kilojoules, it's rich in nutrients, and most importantly, it tastes delicious. I'm using one of my favourite ingredients, eggs, but just the egg whites. Now, egg whites are an incredible source of low energy, inexpensive, bioavailable protein, and they can be used to make the most incredible dishes. So I'm going to separate the eggs. Now, you can use an egg separator like this one here, or you can use your hands provided they're clean, but don't use the shells because they can have some bacteria left on them. Now, cover these in plastic. Egg yolks contain an unbelievable amount of vitamins and minerals, more than you'll find in most other single foods, so do make sure that you use them up. Now, before we beat these egg whites, I'm going to cook some spinach. I've got 300 grams of washed and trimmed English spinach, and while it's still wet, just pop it into a big pan with no extra water in it. And the water on the spinach leaves will just help the spinach wilt and cook down. And when that's completely wilted down, just take a sieve and squeeze out any excess moisture that's still in the spinach. And now that most of the moisture is gone, just pop it into the food processor and chop it all up. Now beat the egg whites until they're stiff and form peaks. Now, these eggs took no time at all to beat in this mixer, but if you don't have one, don't panic. You can beat eggs perfectly well using a hand beater, just as you can chop the spinach quite perfectly with a knife. Now add the spinach, add 3 chopped shallots, and fold this through the egg whites. And now just pour the mixture over a baking tray that's lined with either a baking mat or baking paper, and smooth it across so it's flat. And this goes into the oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. And while it's cooking, pop 300 grams of pumpkin onto steam for 15 minutes. Now the egg and spinach roll is ready, and you can see that it's lightly golden, but still nice and soft and springy. So let this cool a bit, and while it's cooling, just quickly mash your pumpkin. I'm just going to add a little bit of lemon juice to this, and a little cracked black pepper. Now this is cooled nicely, so add 80 grams of cream cheese, and this just gets spread across the roulade, just thinly across, and just lay 150 grams of smoked salmon over the top of the low-fat cream cheese. Now this is where it becomes fun. Get a palette knife or just a simple knife and ease the roulade up off the paper and just start to roll it up. And just cut it into slices and serve it on top of the pumpkin mash. Now, how pretty is that? It's a delicious dish that is rich in protein, high in nutrients, and I hope that you enjoy it tonight.